Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman. Illustrations by Katrina Sokolova. There's a website here, ToriHartman.com and WatkinsPublishing.com. Feel free to freeze the frame if you would like to get that information. Supportive Oracle Cards, You Are Clairvoyant Oracle Cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. The website for them, rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. Feel free to freeze frame there if you want to for that information, of course. Whew. What do we have for Libra? You know what you want. My first impression is you know what you want. That's good. It's a good place to start, right? Knowing what you want. And what you want is for the best. Okay. What you want is literally the best for everybody. So I'm going to just play devil's advocate here for a minute. Sometimes perception is perception. You know, everybody has their own. And what you think is right, somebody else might not agree. You know, everything is what it is. But in this situation, what you want, you know what you want, is literally the best for everybody. Like, you have every angle you need. You have the information you need. And you literally you're on point. You know what you want, and that actually would be best for everybody. So I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't know why we're doing that. They're just making some type of point, because I feel like sometimes we get ahead, we go down the line of ways, we look back and we're like, well, at the time I thought that was for the best, but now looking back, maybe that wasn't the best, but for the information I had, I did the best I could. This situation is different. This one's like, no, you have all the information you need. You see what should happen. You are correct. So maybe you need that vote of confidence. Maybe, I don't know. You decide. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Because I feel like something's getting ready to come in. And there's a difficulty here. Now I'm seeing this is what you're dealing with, the Five of Cups, right? And it's very interesting to me because you see this one in the center. Somebody believes that you've stopped them from getting their Ace of Cups. They feel like you're in their way to true happiness. Doesn't have to have anything to do with romance, just to be fair, but whatever they would really want, whatever would make them really happy, they believe you stand in their way to true happiness. I don't think that's real. I just feel like that's how they view it. I don't think that's what's really going on here, but the way they're viewing you, they think you're sabotaging them. I don't think you are. You may convey information. You may help people know what's going on ahead of time, but you're not looking to you don't have like a vendetta against this person. You know what I mean? It's not like you have it out for them. I don't think that. But they feel like you do. We just want to keep that in mind. Because, do you know, this person gets in your way. You got the Eight of Swords. When it comes to this person, you just can't seem to get them to go where you want them to go. They won't do what you want them to do. They're always giving you a hard time. They just feel like you're in their way. They might think that you're out to get them. I don't think that's true. The thing is, when you feel like something doesn't when you feel like something doesn't fit, or this isn't right, or that shouldn't happen, it may be that they feel contrary. Again, it's not against them personally, but you're like, no, that's not where that belongs. This goes here. But they're like, well, I need that there to get what I want. And you're like, well, that's not going to work. It has to go here. They're taking it personally. They're taking something way personally that it's just, I don't think it's personal against them, but they're taking it that way. This is your biggest hurdle to start with. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Yeah, see, it's the history of the situation this is the biggest hurdle for you. The history of the situation. How do we deal with this? We have to rectify the past. To get what you want in the future, you have to go back to the past and... I don't think you can reform it. I don't think you can change the past. Well, I mean, obviously. But, there's, it has to be acknowledged in some respect. It has to be acknowledged. Acknowledging the past could help you move into the future. Because the challenge is to deal with something that somebody else doesn't like. And show them, this is why that couldn't happen. And it's hard because there's a lot of moving pieces and you're like, well, some of this, they can't, well, it's either they can't or shouldn't or it's not their business. It's kind of like some of this stuff is that's not their business to know that. But I kind of have to find a way to talk about some of it so they realize, listen, that room wasn't blocked off to you. I didn't block that room off from you because I didn't want you to have what was in there. I blocked that room off because something was going on in there that had nothing to do with you and was very private to somebody else. It's kind of like the bathroom was locked and they were like, I had to go to the bathroom and you locked the bathroom. And the real reason was somebody was sick, getting sick in there or something, and you're like, yeah, well, I had to. But you're like, it's very embarrassing for the person that was sick, so you're like, I'm not going to tell somebody else's business like that. That's their business. They shouldn't have to be embarrassed so you feel better about your life. It's kind of all right, how do I deal with this? Because that's not this other person's business to know. I hope that analogy makes sense, by the way. Because I feel like that's basically what it is. This is not their information to know, and it would hurt this other person if their information was out there that way. It's just an analogy, but I feel like those of you that's going to hit with, you'll get it real quick. But it's kind of okay, now I have to acknowledge this situation, and I have to say, no, I didn't lock that room because I didn't want you to use it, but I can't let you know what really happened because it's going to embarrass somebody else. So how do I change this around? Or how do I tell enough of it so they get it without trying to find out, well, who was sick? Who was it? Because I want proof that somebody actually was sick. Who was it so I can find them and ask them? Did you crap your pants all over the place in the bathroom so they had to shut it? I feel like it's kind of that level. It's kind of that obsessive. Kind of listen, dude, just relax. Just get over it. But it's a little hard. Difficult. How are you doing that? You are. I understand that you're trying to find a way to deal with this. And just kind of all right, let me kind of see what I can do. I feel like you have to acknowledge this with other people. So how do we do that? How are you doing this? You're making decisions, and I feel like I kind of have to work around this person. Kind of all right, wait a minute. I have to acknowledge that situation, but do I have to acknowledge it directly? Okay, this is intriguing. I like this. You got the Ascended Masters with the Two of Wands. This person just thinks I'm against them anyway. So even if I do acknowledge it directly, are they even going to believe me? So that's another factor. Let me think. Can I work through this person? Can I, but I have to, can I work through this other person, but, also kind of keep the anonymity for this other one? Because it's not right. We can't be pushing their business all over the place. That's not fair. They would be very embarrassed, and they shouldn't be. And it's not fair. They shouldn't have to deal with that. I wouldn't want people telling people, if I had a moment like that and I couldn't help it, I don't think I'd want that all over the building that happened. It's not something people need to know. But I feel like I have to enlist the help of others. That, I could go through a million different ways that could go, but I feel like once you start looking at it in that direction, and start, I have to acknowledge that moment, and if I work through others, I might be able to get this to pass on by. I feel like you could find the way you need to handle this. Because I feel like that's the best way I can come up with this situation, what I feel like is getting downloaded here, because we need to get past this block, and I feel like this is one of the block cards I see. You also have the Two of Swords, by the way, so it's literally a block, and I feel like that might get us past this block, because I feel like somebody's holding on to something, and it's so petty and so little. But I feel like if we could free that up, and then we might have to add something else into this. While we're using these people, not using them, but while these people are helping you try to dislodge this block from the past, it's a current block, but it's lodged in the past, it's tied to the past. We can also connect with these people kind of like, here's where I'm going with this, I know what I want, here's where I need to get. If we could also try to like get this other person on board with that, even if they seem to bring it up themselves, or just if we could, before I even bring that forward, because maybe you haven't brought it forward yet, if you could help me not only get this person untied from the past, but help them kind of get motivated to go forward to the future, and show them like this is where this is going to benefit them, this is where that's going to benefit them. I feel like there's a lot of like strategic quick moves that have to be made with this, so you're going to have to choose people that can, weave and dodge. Weave and dodge, is that how you say it? Kind of like move around the situation, kind of like, oh, that didn't work. Wait, this will. Oh, let's do this. Oh, they're going to have to move quick. I feel like you might have to tell these people, your allies, as much as you are comfortable telling them about the past. I feel like that's more restrictive. And then also, as much as you believe is okay to tell them about where you're going, so they can like maneuver the whole situation and try to, on your behalf, try to help this person dislodge and move forward. I think you're going to have to work through others on this one, because I feel like once they start untying them from the past, they immediately have to start like showing them the benefit of the future. And if they want it and they can somehow work around this to where they don't connect you with it, I don't know how they do that, but just not bring up your name about it, but kind of like, well, they want it too, and this is why they want it. I think this person will get on board with them, move forward, and then the value starts to come in. It seems to get a lot more strength behind it. I feel, especially if this person who's the block wants what you want, if they start to want what you want, and they see the value, you just got to kind of like throw them some brownies or throw them some cookies. What am I saying? Throw them a bone. That's what I mean. Every now and then, just keep throwing them a bone so they keep getting motivated to keep going forward. I feel like this will work a lot easier. They're going to continue to be suspicious of you. They're just gonna be aware of it. Do what you got to do with it. They're gonna continue to be suspicious of you, but I feel like they're going to be a little less, like, as long as the people around them have faith in you, they're still going to be suspicious, but they'll kind of go with the pack on this one. As long as they're getting what they want, obviously. I do feel like it gets better. But you got to keep your eye on that one. I feel like this is one where it shows benefit, but this person is just not comfortable with you. I don't think they ever will be. They've decided that you're their enemy. I don't know what to say. I don't think they're going to be a constant battle, but they're always going to look at you suspiciously. It's just something you're going to have to work with, I guess. Sorry. Maybe this is off. It's a general read, but that's what I'm getting. You're just going to have to work with it. As long as you have these allies helping you, I think it'll be manageable, at least for the time being. And you will get what you want. And I feel like in this situation, it's going to be proven like it worked best for everybody, but this person is still going to be suspicious of you. I don't know. Just always realize that they're going to be suspicious and just manage it. I feel like as long as you're aware of it and you see that it's just not going away, more importantly, maybe it's seeing how it can be maneuvered through these other people. And you don't want these people talking about you too positively, because I feel like then they're going to be suspicious like of you and the people who are talking about you so positively. So you might want to put that in there too. Like, don't talk about me any more than you have to. We just want this person to move forward. You don't have to talk good about me. Don't worry about it, because I don't think we're going to win this person over anyway. But, try to keep my name out of it. Try to keep us moving forward. If they talk too positively about you, this person will also be suspicious against those people, and then they might not work well with those people as time progresses. So be aware of that too. I think we're there. Okay. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.